Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is the Doer and the Thinker podcast. This is Jonathan Serrano, and
Xander Gray.
I would like to start the show off with something very serious. Um, I believe myself to be a very integral person. Therefore, when I am wrong, I am going to say that I'm wrong.
Oh, this is exciting. Go ahead.
Um, and I would just like to apologize to everyone. I made a grave mistake. On the last episode, I said something and I shouldn't have said it. I should have said, so I have to correct it in this one. I said that Tina Turner sings I Want to Dance with Somebody, but
Oh,
it's not Tina Turner. It's Whitney Houston. And I apologize to both Tina Turner and Whitney Houston.
you
So,
asshole. Oh, cancel. Cancel.
cancelled.
Cancel. Cancel. Cancel this son of a bitch.
It's just, Tina Turner was on my mind.
Tina Turner was on my mind. I remember her on Thunderdome.
I don't know what that is.
Two men enter, one man leaves.
Ow. There, I think that's better.
Well, well. Yeah, we figured out this webcam bullshit debacle with the help of Jonathan's friends. Is it Manny and Josh? You said?
Yeah, so one of my best friends, Manny, I've known him forever. He helped us out with this, how to get good quality on Zoom, which is pretty cool. It looks pretty good, I think. Um,
After the fact, but yeah. So far, it looks great. Yeah, so far.
yeah. So, and then Josh, he has been helping us out a lot. We've been going back and forth with podcast stuff. And Josh, I really appreciate all your help. He has a podcast himself called "Cuz We're Dads,"
Those were
um,
idiots.
and they talk about
Partying
being
and
fathers.
drugs. Oh, okay. Sorry.
They talk about fatherhoods, and they kind of put an emphasis on dudes being a little vulnerable, which is really cool actually,
Oh
and
my God,
unbelievable.
I'm gonna turn that thing off.
Well, technically I'm on call, but whatever.
Oh, that's a good point. Probably not. Probably. Hey, we don't know when we're recording this.
Oh yeah. We don't.
It's
Nobody
like
knows.
midnight at 1 a.m., dude.
Nobody knows. Nobody
No,
knows.
nobody knows. We're in the past, present, and future. Essentially, we're time travelers.
Or
Uh,
timeless. Yeah.
time. Anyway, yeah. Go on. Sorry about that.
Yes. So it's just a big shout out to Josh, and we really appreciate the help. And check out the podcast. Check them out. I like what they talk about. I listen to it too, um, and they're cool dudes. So thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to find the pod, and it's on Spotify or YouTube. So go ahead and follow them, give them a shout out, check them out. I mean, they're talking about real stuff. Unlike us, we're talking about silly shit. Which perfect segue. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about if you could take any body parts from other people, what would it be?
Hmm.
Meaning, like I have two answers, right? Meaning, for one, it's like, okay, I want like Jake Gyllenhaal's nose or some shit, and then I want uh who has great hair. I'm trying to think. I want Jason Momoa's hair. You know what I mean? So like you build yourself from the ground up of body parts. and
I
then,
would I would I would have Louis Armstrong's lips.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not Jay Z.
No, dude.
Not
Jay-Z
Steve
doesn't play
Harvey.
trumpet.
So you want to play trumpet, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
If
Like
you have
like
his lips, it doesn't do anything to get better at playing. You just have lips.
our
I'm just
lips have
talking
a
about body part.
Yeah, lips have a
Oh, so
big
okay.
part of it.
Maybe you're saying not only you take the body part, you take the talent that comes with it. Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean, that's what I was assuming, yeah.
You know what? That wasn't what I was talking about, but you know what? Let's go with that.
I
That
mean, because then what's the point of taking Jake Gyllenhaal's nose? Nobody's ever gonna be like,
no, I'm not. It was just an example. I would not take.
dude, you
No.
got Jake Gyllenhaal's nose. So attractive.
I smell food better. Oh, it's too spicy. It's too spicy. Okay, Louis Armstrong's lips. Go for it. Keep going. That's it. That's all you're gonna do.
I think that's all I need, dude. That's all I need is a little bit of soul.
Okay, and then that's it. Okay, I guess I'll go. That was quick. Um, I was thinking, like, dude, think about this. Have you seen Troy?
Yeah.
I want Brad Pitt's body, dude, and Troy.
The whole body?
Fuck yeah, man, the whole body.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, the whole body. I'll keep my dick. I like my dick. Dick and balls, I'll keep. Uh,
I think you're pretty close to Brad Pitt though. I think you're pretty spot on.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Even though that's half lies, but just kidding. Yeah, I would take his body, but now I'm kind of rethinking the whole thing. If I could take some talent as well as their body part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I almost I almost want I almost want the combination of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk's brain, but then I fear that I can't turn it off. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm sure you can. Yeah. That'd be pretty hard.
Like I'm still me. I just think the way they do. Maybe
What
that
ab- what about I would take Shakira's hips because them motherfuckers don't lie.
hips don't
And I
lie.
could dance. Oh, oh, oh. Hey,
If you're gonna
get
take
some.
Shakira, why don't you take Shakira, Beyonce's like maybe you take Shakira's hips, but then you take including the way she moves, right? But then also take Beyonce's like dance moves or whatever, like her attitude.
Because I like Shakira's dance moves better.
Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not talking shit. I know we're gonna get a lot of flack for this. I'm I'm kind of Beyonce's dance moves sometimes a little weird.
Really? I've never seen her dance. I'm not a fan of
No,
hers, so.
meaning like I love Beyonce. I all hail to Queen Bee. I'm just saying some of the dance moves that she's doing is just a little weird. You know what I'm saying? She's done this before. I'm like, where's this coming from? You know?
I don't know. I've never seen. I've never seen. I don't partake.
That's all right. You're not a culture person. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I'm an uncultured swine.
No, you're not uncultured. You like what you like. It's okay.
I
So let's see here. I kind of want Usain Bolt fucking legs, fucking run. You
was thinking the same thing.
know what I'm talking about?
He's got pretty skinny legs though, dude. I mean, that guy is fast and he's like he's strong, but
Okay.
they're skinny.
Hmm.
I mean, if you got Brad Pitt's body, they'll probably match with
I
Usain
mean, I
Bolt's
know,
legs.
but then you're, dude. I have a weird body, dude. To be completely honest, I have a short torso. Like I have a black dude's body. I have long legs, short torso. I have a high butt, man. I'm sorry, no offense. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, you are a mix, right?
It's true. That's true. That's true. No, that's like no offense. I'm just saying. Oh, I found out when I was younger. So I hurt my back when I was younger, and so I had to get like an MRI or whatever. And the doctor was saying that he was looking at my spine, and he's like, "Huh." I was like, "Uh oh, what's going on?" He's like, He said that I had this spinal thing, but it kind of messed up when I was a baby or whatever. So I could have been taller. I was like, "Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that?" That's because
That's messed up, dude. He's already stunting your growth right there.
yeah. So it's because that it makes sense because I have long arms, I have long legs, but my torso's kind of short. So I'm just kind of like, I mean, short for what I see in my head. So I'm just like, oh man, I could have been like six something. That sucks. So, dude, that bummed me out.
That's messed up, dude.
Bummed me out. I'm like, come on, dude. So, I do stretches all the time. You know, if you will it, if you will it, it's gonna happen. I'm
You gotta,
33, but I won't stop growing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you gotta hang from your roof with some buckets on your ankles
No, no, no. What
so you
I'm
can
gonna have to do
stretch.
is hang upside down and then hold some buckets. So I'm like hanging upside down.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
I heard that works pretty good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
I got a question for you.
yeah. What's up?
What do you miss the most about pre-COVID times?
Just not worrying about. Honestly, the mask I don't mind too much. Just I just want to be able to go wherever I want to go and hang out with whoever I want to hang out with,
Hmm.
and being able to do this in person. You
Well,
know,
yeah, yeah. I
that's
think
yeah.
I mean, like the masks or whatever, I'll wear it, but they are jacking me up, dude. Like I feel like I'm back in high school. I got freaking acne on my face.
Oh, yeah,
I I work a certain schedule, right? And then it's a block. So at the end of that block on my Fridays, I get sick every with doesn't matter. It's every time, and it's just like I'm sick, and I feel like I got COVID, but then I don't. You know,
I
it's
mean,
so
not
weird.
only that, dude. We have to explain because you're literally wearing it all day, like all day for 12, 13 hours, depending on how long you work, when you work.
Yep,
And then
yep,
not only that, after the fact, you're gonna have to wear it because you're trying to go home. Unless you're
exactly.
in your car or whatever, you can take it off. So like the amount of hours that you're wearing the mask compared to most people, it's insane. Like you know what I mean? Um, I think yeah. I mean, that's like I wear it for like 8 hours a day only on days that I work at a certain job for like 2 days out of the week. You know what I mean? That's nothing. And then before that, it was only 40. So, but I drive home, like you know what I mean. So I can just take it off right away. I go to the bathroom, I take it off and kind of like rinse off my face. I do take it off a lot uh when I'm not around people, just because like it is uncomfortable. And also you have to consistently clean it and wash it and stuff. But to go back on that question, yeah, I think I just miss like not having to worry about can I do this or can I do that. And like, I'm just worried about like the small businesses and stuff like that. It's just crazy to me. And I also, oddly enough, I didn't think I would miss it this much, but like just either going to shows or playing shows,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't think I'll ever say no to a concert ever again, dude.
Yeah, like I took a break from performing, but I have been on and off, before the whole COVID thing. And I was like, and then I kind of like, how it's kind of funny how everybody in 2020 is like, 2020 vision is gonna be my year, and then like it fucked everybody up.
I
I mean,
mean, I'm not gonna lie. 2020 has been my year. That's for sure.
it's great for most people, but some people, most people had plans to like, okay, I want to try and do this, that. Like, think about like people who take pictures or do videos or perform and stuff like that. My goal was to play more shows. My goal was to collab more. I mean, you can now, but like just to be around more people, to get out of my shell. But I think it's a good year too. I think it's like a reflective kind of like year. You're just kind of seeing what you need and what you want, and and
I
then
think you know what I really miss, dude, and it's so weird, and it just kind of hit me yesterday. I really miss escape rooms. I don't know why,
yeah, yeah, you did that a lot.
but I love that shit. And I just like it was in the shower, right? I was just in the shower. I don't know why I don't know like how it came up, but then I was just like, oh, I just came up with a strategy on how to be better at escape rooms, you know? And I'm like, oh man, I really miss escape rooms. I really miss that that puzzle, you know?
Yeah,
Those were fun.
yeah, that's a bummer, dude. I'm gonna check your audio real quick. You're a little bit too loud. Little bit too loud. Automatically adjusts. Oh, I guess that's good. Okay. Yeah, I've never used Zoom before. I mean, I've only used it to work out, I guess, because Anthony, my trainer or whatever, our trainer, um, he has to do Zoom. I mean, he can't have people in his gym, you know.
Yeah,
He did a canopy. So shouts out to Anthony Crichton. He owns a gym in Tacoma called Organically Grown Muscle, and he has a canopy out. So gonna have to work out in the cold, son.
dude. You know what? Like I saw his video yesterday, and I don't know, it just breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, dude. And he's not the
Getting,
only one. There's so many people. I mean, I didn't realize how many people I know that own small businesses. Like, you know,
yeah.
what I mean? It's around here, at least around where we live. And yeah,
And I mean, mad respect to him because he's hustling. He's
yeah,
trying to make sure he gets it done. But it's like, man, it sucks. It sucks, man. And what's funny is like, what's the trade-off there? Like especially like for him, he helps people so much. You know, he is he is bettering the health, especially of because he has a lot of older clients.
yeah, yeah.
And he's improving the health of those type that like that age group, and that's important too. If people like that are sitting at home, they're gonna get sicker.
Yeah, you would think
Um,
that's the most important because especially
exactly.
with the disease of virus that's attacking your immune system. But if you're healthy, you're more inclined to get over it. But they're not promoting health. They're not promoting eating right. Not promoting like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
it's just kind of fucking ridiculous. And he's kind of annoyed by that. He was just like, but certain places are open, certain places are essential, but gyms are not essential. Like, which I get because you're close together, but you kind of have to see, I guess, the amount. Like, if it's hey, you can only have 25%, but that's not going to cover your costs. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why most of them close. They're like, this is not going to help us at all.
yeah. And I
Like,
mean that's another big thing for him too, is he's trying to stay open as long as he can.
yeah, yeah. Um, But here's the thing, man. Like you seeing all these people, like, quote unquote, struggling. When I say quote unquote, meaning this is gonna make them so much stronger when this bullshit ends. Like it's gonna like turn on like a light in their head, and they're gonna get this awesome perspective and like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to expect. I know what I need to cut. Like you know what I mean. So I think once you survive this thing that's going on, you're gonna see a lot of people just kind of like get really like they're gonna get stronger from it. They're gonna get more driven and just like you know what, if we can handle this, anything else. It's almost like if you can live in if you survive in New York, you can survive anywhere. I think this is like kind of like the test, you know, in a sense. So
I hope so. I mean, yeah,
I
I
fucking hope
hope.
so too. I fucking hope so too.
That is the hope. But I think that like nowadays it's like people will take almost anything and just stand on the other side just to just to hate, just to hate other people because that's like the trend nowadays is just let me just hate everybody.
So and to kind of piggyback on that, think about this, right? Think about when we were first starting out. Think about when I first started out, like music or whatever. Like for some reason, you're either ashamed or embarrassed to kind of like promote yourself. Like you know what I mean? Like, hey, listen to my stuff. Hey, but there are certain things where it's like, okay, you're spamming me, or there are certain things when it's like, okay, it's too much. But like I respect those people that are like they fuck with themselves, they fuck with what they do, and they just like want to promote it, want to share it. And like I just don't like other people that are like either shit on it or just kind of like because they can't do it, they're like, I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like when people out here are just trying to survive and trying to like hope that they can kind of get ahead with a lot of struggles that they have because they don't have any choice, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, a lot of times it's kind of, I feel like sometimes it kind of comes from like a deeper place too, where, people kind of see things and they see things that they want to accomplish or do, and some things that you may be doing, even, whether or not you're like super successful at it, right?
Yeah,
But um, that, or they think they can do it better, right? But they're not, and that's where like that shit talking comes from, like, oh, I
right.
don't. Sometimes I think, other times it's just, people are just grumpy in general, and they
Yeah.
don't want to see anybody succeed,
Well, yeah, exactly. Because they're like, I'm not succeeding, so why the fuck should you? You know, and that's sad to me. Like, I want to see the homie succeed. I want to see people just like, like I struggle so much. I went after it and I got it. I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully down the road I can help other people. Like that's awesome. That's such an awesome story. And love is tight, and love and like driven and ambition is fucking tight. And it's like it's almost like people like to pick sides and pick like what they want to hate and shit. And it's just kind of weird, you know.
Yeah, what's funny is that like, um, well, I mean, I don't know if it's because I moved up here or just the times, but I
Yeah.
have a lot of friends that I had before, and then some new ones that are doing their own thing. Like I have a friend that like is starting like a cookie making business. We have, Anthony that has his gym. We have Josh that has his podcast. We have a friend that does jewelry,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to see that even though this craziness is happening,
Yeah. Go ahead.
it's people are still kind of being creative. They almost have like a little bit more of a chance to kind of throw themselves out there a little bit. I really like that. I think that is one positive thing that kind of came out of the pandemic. If we can, see any positives out of it.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot one person, but it's all good. But yeah, I definitely agree.
What one person?
Me, son. Uh,
Yeah, it's just you're sitting right there. It's assumed.
me and no, the audience doesn't know.
Well,
It's
but also you were well before the pandemic doing all this stuff though.
oh, okay, cool. But look at you though. Let's talk about you. You've been more. You got a house. You bought a house, right? Let's not demean what you have done for yourself too. Like you have bought a house, right? And then you fixed up your fucking bedroom, and you clean up the garage and you start building stuff. You start working with your hands more. Um, it's and you're doing this with me, and you're learning things that you probably don't give a shit about because it's like I don't want to do this. It's not like you don't care now, but now because of this, because of you have people pushing you, you're just like, okay, I probably should figure it out. I hate it. I hate it because I don't know what I'm doing, but damn, it feels good to be a gangster. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's not that I dislike this stuff. I just, you know what? Listen, you know what chaps my ass?
what,
You know
what's,
what really chaps my ass is that whenever I try to do anything on a fucking computer, it's always like, oh, this won't run because this has to update. All right, well, let me update it. 2 hours later, oh, well, this won't run because you have to do that. Okay, well, I just want to click a button and be able to just do it? And it can never be that simple, especially on a Mac. Listen, Macs, kiss my ass. Out there, I don't care what you say, kiss my ass. I'm so sick of Macs, man.
what's funny? Pretty sure I'm talking to an audience here, okay? He has the same Mac that I have, and it's an older Mac, understandably, okay? And he's figuring this out because we're figuring out this webcam thing. We both have Canons, right? So the whole thing is you go to the website, you download this webcam utility app for the computer. You have Windows, you have Mac. Obviously, we use Macs or whatever, and you just have to download it, pick what camera you have, and then make sure you have the right update or whatever, which it updates. I saw the video, which is 4 minutes long. I did the update. I did the test. Check this out. All in 10 minutes, I figured it out.
It took me 2 hours.
It took me
2 hours.
So let's be honest here. So we were supposed to record yesterday. I fucked up because I was like, oh fuck, I didn't know we were doing it, but I haven't like figured it out yet. I haven't tested this out. So I'm like, hey Jonathan, could you do it the next day? Is that possible? He's like, yeah, I think that's possible. I was like, okay. So I had shit to do. So I came home like, okay, I should probably figure this out before we start the pod, And I was like, okay, in my head, I'm like, okay, if he's struggling, man, I bet you it's a bitch to figure out. Let me just kind of take some time to do it. 10 minutes. I did it in 10 minutes. I
Kiss
did,
my ass.
I did 10 minutes. I also had time to edit 2 videos for us.
It's bullshit, dude. And then look what I ended up doing it on. Not a Mac, on a PC. There's some inception for you. This is my PC laptop, all right?
Yeah,
Because you know why? Because the Mac had to
okay.
upgrade the
Yelling,
OS.
stop yelling.
Well, I'm mad, dude. I'm worked up because the stupid ass Mac wouldn't work.
Well, here's the thing. You don't. I get it because you don't really use the Mac. You don't really use Apple products, which I understand, and and you haven't been like I'm assuming haven't really been updating it. You've used to PC because when I first started using Macs when I started making music, again it took me. It was such a like learning curve, and then I got used to it and I loved it. So now I don't think I can go back to PC or go back to anything else. So and then you just started, so kind of give yourself a chance to kind of hate yourself a little bit before you figure it out.
I
Uh,
love myself. I don't hate the Mac. I mean, I don't hate myself. I
no,
hate
no,
the
no. I
Mac.
didn't say hate yourself. You get what I'm saying because you're pissed off because you couldn't figure out. You just want to press a button. I'm just saying give yourself a chance to fail. So once you get used to it, then you might end up liking it. You know. But I mean,
Yes.
if the PC works, then use the PC. I'm not telling you to use Macs. But don't say that it sucks when everybody, no world uses Macs
That's not true.
products.
Unbelievable.
It's okay, Jonathan. You're like a it's fine.
Go ahead. Like an old man. I was. You know what? I had like I was like this at the computer yesterday, like click, 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 and I couldn't figure
Danya,
that shit out.
what button should I press?
I did. I woke her ass up too.
Danya, what button should I press? I can't figure this out. I can't figure this out.
Listen,
What's my cane? What's my?
I woke up at 7:30 last night, yesterday morning, I mean,
I was like,
and that's a big deal for me, all right? And then it was 8:30. I was still wasn't able to do it. So you know what I did? I kicked the door down in the room, and I was
mhm.
like, Dunya, and she's like, what? In the middle of her sleep. I was like, I really need help. And this girl never, ever, ever is happy when I wake her up, right? Ever, ever. It doesn't matter if it's from a nap. It doesn't matter. She's always grumpy. So when I said I really need help, she's like, "Oh, what do you need?" And I was like, "Oh, snap! I must really sound desperate because this girl is nice to me."
That or
So she immediately like just got up.
you've been giving that that
What
that
happened?
dude. You've been giving her that dude. That's why she's you know on the last
So,
on the last part you're gonna give up your whole shaft, but whatever.
well, yeah, but that's to be an instrumentalist. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm down with that.
You can still pleasure a woman with your mouth and hands. So you're not the only.
Imagine, oh, dude.
Ooh, have you
You ever
seen?
seen American Horror?
No, no,
Have I
no.
seen what?
Nip Tuck. Have you seen Nip Tuck before?
Yeah.
There's a guy, and you can say you're so. There's a guy in that show, and he's not a main character. He kind of showed up. He doesn't have a dick, so okay. NSFW here. He wears like this fucked up dildo and like a strap on pretty much, and then like he'll rape his victims.
Are you sure that's not American Horror Story?
No, no, no. That's Nip Tuck, 100%. But yeah, tell me about that American Horror Story.
I don't. I watched Nip Tuck for a long time, but I probably just left off before that. But
Yeah, I
Um,
forgot what season it was in. It was
in
fucking weird, dude.
in American Horror Story Freak Show,
Yeah,
there is this guy, and he's like a recurring actor. The actor that plays him is recurring in the show, but he plays different
different
characters.
characters. Yeah, they
And
tend to do that. Yeah,
his fingers were
big.
big, you know? And like he was like all of the girls were all about that business. Yeah, exactly. And it was, but I mean, everybody has their talent, I guess, you know?
Hey, man, foreplay is important.
It
Foreplay,
is.
guys, foreplay is important.
I
Women,
would say
foreplay is
it's
important. Everybody else,
the the
foreplay.
most important.
Yeah, it's like you can't you can't just like put flour and water and then like and put it in the oven. You can't do it. You got to give it some love, and then you got to proof it. You got to give some. I've been watching Great Britain baking show or whatever.
Hey, you
Yeah,
gotta knead the dough.
eat the dough. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
Mm, get the elbow in there, you
yeah,
know?
you gotta. Dude, what is going on with this podcast now?
This is a podcast I really wanted to start.
Yeah, the fucker and the fucker. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting, man. That's so fucking weird. Um, but yeah,
So speaking of my wife,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
I actually have like a little thing that I got permission to play for the cast, and it was from one of my friends from high school. He's a fellow band nerd. His name is Frank, and which actually, Frank, thank you so much. He's the one that kept me honest about Whitney Houston, right? And he sent me this little voice thing.
Oh,
Um,
okay. It's not a song or anything, right?
no, 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 no. This is original. Yeah, yeah. So he sent me this little voice thing. It was a question to the show, and it has to do with my wife. So let me play it real quick. I don't know where to. Do I play it to my computer or to the microphone up here? I don't know what to do.
It's a computer. You need to back up a little more because you're pretty loud already. So yeah, yeah,
All right, here we go.
yeah.
Random question.
Back
I
up.
just finished your last podcast. I guess it's not a question, but I'm just bringing it up for whatever reason. I notice every time you say Dania's name, you say Dunya. Were we just calling her the wrong thing for 4 years, or confused about it? I guess you don't really have to reply. I'm just bringing it up for no reason.
Oh damn, dude, that's hilarious. So, just to clarification, my wife's name is Donia, right? She prefers because it's easier to be called Danya, but the way that you're supposed to pronounce it is Dunya. Um, but I, the way she always introduced herself as Danya.
I think you
Um,
threw us off. So
yeah, so everybody that so he was kind of saying that like people that he was talking to, it feels like they've been lied to their whole life because it always just they never even knew that. They just called her Danya, like if that was her like normal name, which it is, but it's just
well,
hilarious.
here's a question: which one does she prefer? Like,
I think she prefers Danya.
okay, so she doesn't like Dinya.
It's not that she doesn't like it. Like I call her Dunya, and whenever I say Dunya, she says that it like takes her back to like when her
Uh,
like her dad would yell at her and like tell
uh,
her to do stuff, which is why I do it
yeah,
because
I know, I know.
yeah,
So Danya would be, hey, this is me. I'm independent. Fuck y'all. But Dunya's like, oh fuck.
yeah, I'll be like Dunya, and
Yeah.
then she's like, don't say my name like that, and then I do it again.
Well, we've done it where we add we pluralize that shit. We go either Dunyas or Danya. So
Yeah,
whatever. That's an inside joke with us, but well, yeah, technically
put the S on everything.
that's on everything. If you know why, email us or comment. Well, we put S's on everything. I stopped watching that show, reality show, but how's the newer one?
It's all right. It's the same old
Same shit.
takes
Same.
take 5 episodes to do a 5 minute, clip.
Yeah. So I'm genuinely excited to fucking edit this and to really because this helps a lot. like hopefully this is quicker. And once that's done, I can add some extra stuff to it. I'll put the logo in the middle, dude. Like right here. I could maybe possibly put the logo right here. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then some words out up here, maybe depending on how big this screen is. So that'd be good. And hopefully after January, we see what's going on, and then you can come on over and record an actual full episode. But
For Reels episode.
yeah. And so yeah, so I'm excited to edit this, and it's gonna be good. I'm excited, and yeah, my camera is dying. How's your battery life right now?
It's chilling. I just
Chilling?
took it off the charger though.
Oh, you're using the computer to charge it. I'm assuming. Is that what you're doing?
I don't think mine will work like that. I think it's just I don't know. I have no idea.
What do you mean you took it off the charger?
I took the battery off the charger right
Oh, you
as soon as it
just.
started.
I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know what it is. My files are always like your files aren't as big as mine, but it just kind of like it adds to it. I'm just like, God damn it. So I think because this is on here, it's already kind of done. I think it might be like quick. And
Hopefully.
and I was gonna talk to Josh and ask him about because I like how what he did with how he structures it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
like that too.
so maybe we can do something like that and just do stupid fucking pictures in the background, like
I'm trying to see I made I made a background, but I don't know how to add it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Watch. This is the one that I made for us. Hey yo.
Oh, I like it. This is diet, dude.
And then
That's that's awesome. You should. You know what's funny? You should have my face on yours, and I'll have your face on mine, or something like that.
Yeah, we could do that. I just don't like how it looks like that.
Yeah,
Mixed
yeah,
up,
yeah. I mean, also you have some cool ass fucking background, so you should cover that up. Dude, look at that bass behind there. Lighting's decent.
Where?
On my screen, you see that bass?
Oh yeah.
I got a new guitar. Okay, now we're just chatting. Okay, so, um, we email us a question. Okay, say the phrase. I keep fucking this up. Can you say the
All
phrase?
right. So this is the segment, y'all's. It's do you want me to lie or do you want me to be honest? And what that means is do you want me to give you the softball version answer to the question that you are asking, or do you want me to give you the hardball, like no holding back,
Uh,
answer?
us answering, yes. And you can email that at the doer and the thinker at gmail.com, or you can just DM us on our Instagram page uh, at the doer and the thinker. So, podcast. Keep forgetting the goddamn podcast.
Podcast.
Email is the doer and the thinker at gmail.com. The Instagram page is the doer and the thinker podcast. Everything else is the same with the podcast at the end. I don't know. I'm not too sure. We just have to check this. Where most of our audience are at. I'm assuming Instagram and YouTube probably, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Most of our audience is YouTube and a very small Facebook community.
okay. So, and then also we're trying to plan on something for Christmas too, an episode. We want to do something for sure. We might be a little late on certain things, but I think we're still getting in the groove. We're still figuring this out. So bear with us. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for always engaging with us. Whenever we post silly shit, or maybe we post when we go back and forth with each other. So we appreciate that. And I want to applaud. Let's applaud Jonathan for slowly figuring things out. He still needs to figure out editing videos, but I believe in him. I believe in him. Look at that. Look at that sexy man.
Hey, I need to get some muscles, dude. That's nice.
Move your other hand. Okay. There we go. There it is. It's a big sweater. So thank you for listening, and we love you all. This is gonna be reoccurring a few times, but once everything's good to go, you can see your boys together hugging it out. You know.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I've gotten a couple people kind of ask me for an episode talking about my mom. I hear you, and I plan on it. I just think that I definitely want to wait before we do that to be able to be in the same room and face to face, obviously, because that's a little bit
Yeah,
of a deeper conversation.
face to face, and also I want to see this bitch cry. So I want to see this amazing human being cry in front of my eyes, so I can cry with him too. Is what I'm
That
saying.
was, that was me trying to cry right there, but it didn't work.
No, no. When I say "Papa," that's when you cry.
Cry of laughter.
Papa. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Anyway, that's a whole different other conversation. But I want to do an episode about my grandpa, so I'm gonna wait on that too. But sure. So we're good. Peace out. Jonathan, say your sweet goodbyes to the fellow audience.
Have a good night, you guys. We love you. Thank you very much for listening to us and taking the time.
We need to do a Mandalorian episode talking about the Mandalorian. That'd be dope.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Anyway, goodbye.
We Bye.
Bye.